What is wrong with me? Which is horrible matchup. She's a witcher. It's supposed to be Sakurai role, I swear. Maybe she may have a chance. That might sound stupid, but I think it's impossible, right? I wonder if like Ren also inherited that. This is so weird with this voice. A new thing, I guess, that we discovered about Rusauka? I was not aware of that. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time to continue the story of DS Irae. So yeah, we're going to continue, and thank you for your comments under the previous episodes. You've explained to me what was the word? Einhard, the one that I cannot even pronounce. Einherjar? Yeah. So yeah, it's basically from Norse and Germanic mythology, and it's like honorable fallen, and it's like in short, it just means the people that are with Reinhardt. So yeah, that's cool. Outside of understanding now what it means in mythology and stuff, it also gave me some insight what it is in the game. So yeah, it's also Norse. So now we have 4 languages in this game that I have no clue how to pronounce or understand. So we have French, we have German, we have Nordic, and Latin. Great. And also you've let me know what happened actually in the previous road, so I really appreciate this as well, because it now shows me how different this is. So last time basically baited Ren to go to the rooftop and leave Kain alone. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see, it's definitely different now. So now we have second round for Ren versus Kain. This first round in the school, I mean in the den. Yeah. I recently realized I need to make a game a little louder, because I can make it more silent, I guess, in post-production, but maybe that should be fine, maybe? Maybe that also mean echo, which had wrong audio. But sorry, my bad, my rambling about random stuff, just shut up. It was time to continue where we left off. Yes, you cannot be more true. I formed my right arm into the guillotine to show I was ready for battle. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can think about Ea is Rea. Right? Okay, nieważne. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. What is wrong with me? Oh my god, I changed language. Never mind, never mind. I need to take care of him, no matter what. Apart from the fact that he massacred all those students right before my eyes, there was another reason. I simply couldn't allow him to exist. I felt my heart squeezed by an invisible force, something akin to sense of duty to end the bastard once and for all. Maybe it's actually a little too loud, I don't know. The very moment Ren jumped out of the window, Ellie clasped Rhea's hand and dashed into the darkness of the corridor. It didn't seem like anyone was pursuing them. It would have been a piece of cake for Wilhelm to catch up to a pair of fleeing girls, or even skewer Ren, while he remained momentarily mobile in the air before landing the yard. For someone like Kaziklu Bey, a monster with voracious appetite for carnage and murder, this seems an odd behavior to exhibit. Yeah, I mean, Trifa said, this is also something you mentioned in the comments. Trifa gave him a blessing to fight Sakurai, so maybe I was wrong about fighting Ellie. Maybe we will see Bey fighting Sakurai actually. Which is horrible matchup, and she will probably die horrible death. Kay couldn't help but make a confused frown. Oh my god, that's going to be this. Yep. The forest of stakes quivered as laugh reverberating from within. Yeah. He's trying to find anything to basically fight her. Like, any reason.
別に
Ridiculous. Kay shook her head. She knew the evil demon wouldn't care for such things.
求められるのは彼女の安全。藤井君たちがあの人に危害を加えるとは思えない。
Yeah.
少なくとも今のお前のそばに置くより。
Wilhelm was a fusion type who would could merge his body with Agnerbere when in full combat gear. The better the two fused, the more violent they become, the harder it was for him to suppress his urges. Yeah, he's pretty much like Ren. The atmosphere of this place, draining the lives of friend and foe alike, stood as clear evidence of his nature. Within the creation figment, one's inner craving would take physical form, shedding the user ethereal mask. Exterior mask. Yeah? Exterior? Ulterior? Wait, what? What was it? Which was it? Exterior, yeah. Even this very moment, Kay could feel his lust draining her of life force, dragging her into a swamp of exhaustion. Those trapped within the night of bloodstained roses were all equal to Wilhelm as prey to be hunted. He had become an avatar of murderous bloodlust, a state that made even Rusauka keep her distance. It was like, the Bay is freaking terrifying. We saw his power in the previous like road. This is just insane. This guy is just like pure combat force. Well, he lost to Shiro. But anyway.
黒煙卓は俺の家だ。仲間もそして兄弟も交わした流血のちぎりを忘れちゃいね。ハイドリ秘境にメルクリウス、マキナ、ザミエル、シュライバー、ゾーネン・キントにクリスタフ、バビロン、カイン、シュピーネ、マレガス、そしてもう一人、バルキュリア。
Okay, yeah, Valkyria and Sakurai have very tight relationship, I guess. They're like really angry at her about Valkyria. Valkyria died in like museum probably, right? Do I remember it correctly? Or maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm messing up some facts. Okay, so anyway, they made... Yeah, okay, they made the pact with Sonnenkind, right? Because Sonnenkind is like Isaac and son of Isaac, right? So, yeah, that was like back in the days, yeah.
奴らは俺の親父でダチで兄弟であり同時に女だ。ああ、そりゃ気に食わねえ奴もいるし、いた。死ねば腹抱えて笑うだろうって相手もいるぜ。だがな。
Okay.
俺はてめえみたいにすかし面で自分は違うんだってな線引きなんぞ連中にはしちゃいねえ。てめえはコウモリだレオン。俺らとは違う。あのガキどもとも違う。どっちにも片足突っ込みどっちにもなりきれねえ。
She's a witcher.
無様だ。醜い半端野郎。仲間でもなく敵なんて価値もねえ。お前は生きてて何が楽しい？
楽しい。
What a jester. She'd never had a thought, or fought. She never had or thought to have fun in her entire life. Rather than not knowing it, she didn't even possess the concept of enjoying things in life.
私はお前たちに育てられた。お前たちの子供だ、ベイ。私もまた、増年キントと。
違う。
Oh. He allowed for no backtalk. She could feel Wilhelm's madness seeping through the bloodlust consents in his tones. I mean, she's not wrong with saying she's like Sonnenkind, right? Because current Sonnenkind, at least, Rhea, she's also not like, you know, pledged to serve Reinhardt, and she didn't like do like any blood ritual and stuff, like probably her father. So, yeah. She is kind of like Sonnenkind. She was raised by them. And Sky K is also raised by LDO. She's not wrong. Unless we just don't know yet in the story that Rhea actually like made this like blood ritual that he mentioned here before, here out of blood. Maybe she did, who knows? I mean, she's not like bleeding or anything when she like joined Ren forces in the first game, so she probably didn't, because that would like make her like bleed and stuff, right? Because like of like how she betrays Reinhardt at that point.
お前は太陽の子じゃねえ。獣の宗我でもたてがみでもねえ。何者でもなく、
Okay.
何者でもない。
Also, yeah, right. Yeah, Rhea is basically needed for Reinhardt. But yeah, she's not. Okay, yeah. I see by here like argument as well.
だったら
Then, what was she then? Her enemy. Ren Fuji threw her aside, while her ally Wilhelm denied her very existence. Never she would go, never she would do, she would always.
私はレオンハルト・アウグストだ。生産杯芸家にその名をもらい、ベアトリスに代わって語彙を継いだ。それを誇りに思っている。
Okay. She never once regretted it. Her life was replete with pain and misery, and would likely stay that way forever, but still. The memorial of that fateful day remained scorching into her heart. If only she could turn back that flow of time, to return to those bygone days. She didn't care about being disposed, she didn't care about whom she had to fight and kill, she didn't care what she had to sacrifice.
私は迷わない。ベイ、私も黒煙卓の一人だ。
Uh-huh.
お前が
He chuckled to himself, discarding K appeal, as if it was no more than the buzz of annoying insect. Oh! Or rather discarding it, he completely obliterated it. Oh my god, what happened? Oh my...
言ったろ。誰が誰の仲間だ、小娘。
Really? It's supposed to be Sakurai Road, what the hell? A single stake emerged from the floor and pierced through Kay's belly, impaling her as if she was a prey of a shriek.
俺が認めた黒煙卓の第5位はバルキュリアただ一人だ。レオンハルト、そんなやつは知らねえ。お前は臭い。このしょうもねえシューレが似合いの日だまりくせえ寝小便が染みたガキの寝具だ。バルキュリアはアホだったが、あいつからはまだ硝煙の匂いがしていたぜ。
Another word I don't understand or I don't remember. Shule, whatever that means. This Shule here is far more fitting for you. I guess he means like sacrifice, key, the swasti thing. Yeah. Roll.
つまりな、小娘。さっきの質問に答えるとだ。
Who was she? And what did she live for? If there was to be an answer to that question,
餌だ。それ以上でも
damn.
てめえは花から捧げられ要員としてクリストフに飼われてた
Oof.
頃よ。
That's hard. I mean, she ultimately opened one in the previous road as well, right? At the end, in the hospital, if you think about this. She's like, she probably was not aware of that, I think, that she opened one in the hospital at the end. She could feel her life ebbing away, devoured by the vampire fangs. Are you serious? We're going to really lose Oh my fucking god. I swear. Oh, the small... Oh, small K. Like, oh my god. This Reinhardt looks actually like wholesome and like happy. What the fuck? And this is Mercurius probably. So she had like some hard life or something and they took her under their wings. Because she looks so happy here that she can like leave this place wherever she is. All the souls she had accumulated. The hundreds she had killed, all for their sake. Her only hope.
てめえが5番目のスワスチカになれ。ハイドリ秘境を呼び戻す餌となれ。
No, she couldn't die. She refused to die. If she vanished here, then what's the point? Was there to all the struggles she had endured? She killed men and women, old and young, even children below her own age. Oh. What goal did ripping their lives serve? For what did she smear her own hands in the crimson of split blood? She had to remember what she lived for. Kay longed to return to those old days, to be once again created by the warmth of that sunlight, now lost in the darkness of time. She clung desperately to a miracle, willingly embarking on the path of the man-slaying fiend. Her tears were without meaning. Her prayers fell on deaf ears. Her dreams lay beyond, a raw pavement with the corpses of thousands. She did not swear to do anything to realize those. Did she not swear to do anything to realize his dreams? Okay, maybe she will not die. She didn't want to die. She couldn't let it all end here. If she died here, then we have no Sakurai Road. If she died here, then we would be left to. Then who would be left to save those two beloved knights that carried their foolishness to their grave? Who do you mean? Interesting. Two beloved knights. I guess one of them is Beatrice, which is Valkyria, right? And another one is probably her brother, Kain. I think she means this too. I can't like think about anything else that can be like related to her like in any way. There we go. Okay. Yep. I think it's time for her third degree, finally. So we can like actually see what's happening with her. This is so badass. I love this CG. Kema interrupted in a deafening shriek of her soul. She reached out the meaningless beyond, from which a leon sword of crimson flames emerged. She grasped it and squeezed it in her grip. She stirred the air with its crimson luster. She swung her sword in a wild arc, splitting the stake, impaling her in two. Landing on the solid ground, she readied her blade for battle. Her wounds were grave. She had already lost a formidable amount of life force. Yet still, she could stand still. She could fight. Okay, that's the dedication. I don't think you can win against Bay though. I really doubt it. It's like the worst matchup for you, like literally the worst matchup. Like you have so much like battle experience and you both are like basically close combatant, and Bay is exist like within Bay now, like he can attack you from anywhere. The stigma on her barrier remained silent. Fighting a comrade in response to treason would not break her oath. Yeah, true. Staying Wilhelm here would not trigger the witch curse. The knight air hold, barked at her in savage jubilance. I wonder how this place will open this road. I'm not sure, and you know, because Ren obviously have no chance against Rusauka in his current state. He literally is unable to defeat her third degree. We saw that. He only won because Sakurai threw her sword in the previous road. Now she's not there. So yeah. Also, actually, he never go to Rusauka at this point. He fights Kane. Well, he cannot beat Kane, probably as well. With Sodas in the den. Kane is way stronger. On the other hand, he got controlled by Lisa, who's like more suited to like ordering him, I guess. So he's not in like a fully capable like capabilities basically. So maybe he has a chance. And Ellie against Rusauka. Maybe she may have a chance. That might sound stupid, but as I said in the previous episode, Ellie seems to be like a very like type of like do some like crazy support thing, and she's like insanely intelligent and stuff. So she may be able to like, you know, dodge the traps that Rusauka is like pulling off and stuff. It's still like hard to imagine because Rusauka have like big AoEs basically that like just appear on like the ground and smash you together. But maybe somehow. And Rusauka will be like maybe shocked, and that will like break apart the connection with Kane, and Ren will kill Kane. And then he will go and attack Rusauka from behind. Maybe? Something like that? Yeah, I'm trying to predict the thing that will happen here. And Rusauka will be the one that opens the swastika here, or it's going to be Bei or Sakurai. I'm not sure if like either like Bei or Sakurai can die here actually. Like for the story point, from the story perspective, I think like neither Bei or Sakurai can die here. Maybe Bei. Bei can die. Sakurai cannot because it's her road. And Rusauka died last time. Unless I get Muramasa PTSD again. A forest of stakes, numbering in the thousands. Tearing one apart meant little more for Wilhelm than losing a single hair of his skin. Kay, on the other hand, had a hole in her belly, her life force gradually oozing out. You mean blood? This no longer was a question of who had upper hand, but whenever or not, Kay couldn't stand for long enough to fight. However,
お前には感謝する。風い来るべい注意だな。
Kay made a slight but obvious smile.
誰でもよかったんだ。誰でも。
Okay. She wanted someone to condemn her for her wretchedness, an opponent to meet her torrent of eruptive emotions in battle.
ありがとう。私もようやくあなたのことが好きになれそう。
The night of blood-stained roses quivered as Wilhelm's uncontrollable laughter reverberated across the walls, shaking the entire building to its foundations.
まあ気にするな、お嬢ちゃん。この件に関してはクリストフも了承済みだ。万に一つてめえが勝っても罪に問われることはねえよ。
Okay. So basically with this sentence, Bates showing that he is not underestimating Kay, basically. So he's not like, yep, you cannot kill me, just like he did like with Shiro. He's just like, if you manage to, so he take this into consideration that she's strong enough to actually kill him. In his eyes. Okay. So she may have a chance.
万に一つ。
A wry smile creeping to Kay's
あ
lips.
なたはどんなに些細なものでも自分の敗北なんか考えない。
Yeah, just like I said, he just admitted that you are a formidable opponent. At least, like, you know, capable of actually fighting, like, defeating him.
何これ言ってるだけだ。
The Forest of Thorns still split apart, revealing an ivory demon as it emerged from the darkness. His lips twisted into grin of jubilance, his bloodshot eyes boiling with crimson savage lust. I still don't like this sprite. It's literally look off the character. Like, this should be like better made.
いわゆる解約ってやつよ。俺はこれまでハイドリ秘境にしか負けたことはねえ。
Wilhelm Ehrenburg had lived a life defined by the carnage and bloodshed from a young age, joining the Obsidian Table as one of its very first members. Despite of his lack of knowledge in the field of martial arts and witchcraft, he still managed to shed most of his humanity and become a genuinely demon beast through sheer will alone, a feat that only Wolfgang Schreiber could ever repeat. Okay.
思い出すぜ。最初に会った時のバルキュリアも今のてめえみたいに膝震わせながら俺に剣先向けてたもんだ。
So so Valkyria is the one that defeated him in battle, I guess. She didn't kill him but defeated him, and then she like gained his respect. Basically you need to defeat Bay to gain his respect, I think. Wait, doesn't that mean that everyone defeated Bay at least once? If that's the principle, I guess it's not a principle, I just made it up, but... yeah, like he said, like they had like blood oath basically before, so yeah, he's like okay with everyone, but anyone new need to like defeat him, I guess. But wait, but he said that Valkyria took a blood oath as well. Okay, I'm thinking too much, I'm sorry. I'm starting to just randomly make like some weird theories again. She was happy to hear at least one person compare her to her idol. It ignites flames of confidence in her heart, making her believe that one day even she could wield her steel to protect those dear to her. Okay. That despite all the blood she had spilled, her soul was not fruitfully bereft, or a genuine concept of love.
13騎士団黒煙卓第5位レオンハルト・アウグスト。
同じく第4位ビルヘルム・エーレンブルカズイクルベイ。
Okay. TCG! Oh, the hand is fucking badass. I love it. This is insane. It's still like... looks weird? This text looks still kind of weird on this, because it's like not even like... it should emerge from him, and it emerges like from his like clothes, basically. But still it looks badass, if you don't go into like very like single details. Okay. Nice. Maybe it will be one of them, actually. The murderous lust and killing intent intertwined, raging flames and bloody fumes, clashing against each other in a mortal contest of strength. I mean, if one of them must die, then it will be Bay, because we cannot take out the protagonist of her own road, right? That early. It's like literally impossible. That's too early for them to fight. And to kill one or another. It's like really predictive. Like who will lose. The two silhouettes, one white, one black, clashed into each other, obliterating the walls, tearing up the floor, and crashing the ceiling like Typhon from the realm of myths. The dark of night still ruled the skies as the crimson moonlight showered the raging battle from above. And so began our second deathmatch. How it would end, no one could tell. Okay, we are going back to Kane. Yep, there he is. You know, since I saw this CG, this is badass. Kane lacked his previous speed and strength. That much was obvious. Yeah, so I was right. He's not like in his full capabilities right now because it's not Lisa who's controlling him. So Ran may have a chance actually here. Gone with his lightning speed that made him disbelieve my own eyes. His attacks now were light and easy to deflect. I no longer felt scared of him. I could both dodge and parry him just fine. There was nothing to be afraid of about lumbering Goliath in his present state. The problem is, if you kill him, Sakurai will be like... the same as in previous roads, she will be like, yeah, I will just murder you. So, in terms of relationship, you will be on the same boat. However, the Crimson Knight, Wilhelm Creation Figment, bereft me of the strength the same way it did Kane. Oh, okay. We are both gravely exhausted, unable to muster our full power. Did that put us on the same level as before? No, it definitely didn't seem so. I was in pretty bad shape myself, but I hadn't been as weakened as Kane. I felt like there was something other than the Rose Knight that robbed him of his power. Yep, that's another like person who's controlling him. His movements just seems awkward. If he really was just a doll controlled by someone else, it seems like that person wasn't doing a good job at it. Yeah, also, if you think about this, is it even possible for Kane to like having like his life source drained by Bay? I think it's impossible, right? Because he's basically living puppet. Yeah, he's living, but he's still a puppet, right? Like they can like force him to extend his power. So the only one who's drained here is Ren, and this is just normal strength of Kane at this point. This is like he's like, if like Lusauka's like occupied or something, I assume like Ellie is up there already and talking to Lusauka or something. So yeah, this is like full extent of his power right now, unless like Lusauka actually start caring and like starting to like properly like moving him. I recall how Lisa Brenner controlled him at the club. Her movements were smooth, yet forceful and impeccable, like that of the conductor in front of an orchestra. Did something happen to her? Where was she anyway? I made sure to get all the students out of the harm's way before starting the fight. The yard was empty, and there was nowhere to hide. Nope, she's gone. The roof? Or around the gymnasium window? Her primary weakness lay in an inability to control her monster without staying nearby, thus exposing herself to potential danger in the heat of the battle. Though I suppose she could have found a good place to hide in a structure like school. Still, there was something off about this. Kane langing movements didn't even feel like that was that much of a threat. In this case, I was probably smarter to just look for one who controlled him, take her out of the picture and return to Wilhelm. If we were lucky, we could neutralize 3 of them with the cost of just a single swastika. Yeah, that's actually not wrong. But on the other hand, last time they did defeat like the one who's controlling Kane and didn't like manage to get Bay anyway because Bay just escaped. It's just like too fast. I don't think they can do this. Actually, yeah, Bay was fighting with Shiro last time. Maybe Bay can die actually here. I mean, yeah, I said before that if one of them will die, it's going to be Bay. So both Rusauka and Bay will die? Last time he was fighting Shiro, and I don't think like Sakurai will let Bay just do off his creation figment and just escape. It's not going to happen. She will like constantly like pushing him and he will be unable to escape. Okay. I bounce back the metal object in Kane's hands with my iron palm and kick him out of the way as he staggered from the impact. That alone made the monster crumble down. It remains prostrate on the ground, showing no signs of getting back up. Kane, you suck! Actually, not quite. He was indeed trying to get up, though his efforts seems to be in vain. His jaws were twisting around as his entire body emitted audible creaks. The thing looked no different from the broken marionette right now. I don't understand. Who could have led to this? Wilhelm Ward must have affected Sister Lisa as well, but I could at least still move around with relative ease. I couldn't imagine her having a tougher time dealing with this than me. Being 60 years my senior and all that. But then, what was going on here? A gruesome fury flashed through my mind. Given how awkwardly Kane was moving right now, it made more sense than any other of alternatives. What if it wasn't an issue of the usual conductor having fallen ill, but someone else controlling the monster altogether? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, he figured it out. In other words, Okay, so she's actually observing the fight. Okay, so she's not like talking with Ellie or anything. She just suck at this. Okay. Well, Rosaka, you have your magic, but you are terrible at like as a necromancer. The voice that left Kane's lips, that finally managed to stand up, felt. Oh. Surreal, the lack of a better word. Oh wow, she spoke through his like mouth. What the hell? Okay, that's one more trick to add to her like arsenal of magic. A high-pitched, melodious and somewhat pretty voice rang in my ears. Definitely not one belonged to a man, with its tone more resembling a song than actual speech.
ごめんといやこんなはしたない格好でごめんなさい
Okay.
なぜなんでお前が
I had no idea what was going on. I was under the impression that only Sister Lisa could control Kane, but that mask the monster wore, her very own Nahnerbere. Could others simply take control of him that easily? No, that couldn't have been the case, and would explain why Kane moved so awkwardly today. But more importantly, there was something else I needed to know.
シスターはどうした
Well, she's dead. Why wasn't she controlling the monster herself? Why would Rusauka try to force him to move this, despite clearly not having mastered the craft? I came to terms with her being my enemy, and I swore to make her pay. I was ready to take both of their lives, as I landed in the yard. And that was one of the reasons I couldn't look him straight in the eye. I embraced her and evaded her gaze, and fled through the window. Why the hell was Rusauka and not Sister Lisa here?
人は
Right, she told us that her job was finished. That she would never appear in front of us again. A certain sadness colored her tone back then. And though it might have been my imagination, I could have sworn I saw the hint of tears welling in her eyes too. Now that I thought about it, I should have realized something wasn't right when I saw Kain, her partner, down there. I felt astonished by my own obliviousness. Yeah, okay. I didn't thought about it as well, but yeah, she did say something like that. And then there's Kain suddenly, so kinda weird that Lisa just like showed up again. Neither Sister Lisa nor Kain should have ever shown their faces in front of me again. So what was up with the situation?
あなたは理解が早いけれどそれをなかなか認めないのが悪いところね
I could hear mocking exasperation in her tone.
答えが他にないのならそれが真実だと言ったじゃないそんな体で私たちと同じになって
Inherit Mercury's powers.
力を継いでそれでもまだあなたは全然変わっていない
I wonder if like inherited Mercurius powers doesn't mean just like foreknowledge. Because Mercurius have the foreknowledge thing, right? But he have also some kind of like witchcraft, some kind of magic, right? They keep talking about. I wonder if like Ren also inherited that. Whatever that is.
その意志強固な自我と固くなさ褒めてやりたいけど腹立たしいわね私たちが求めて狂って憎みながらもよだれを垂らしてすり寄った彼の力をクズなお天のように思うあなたがレン君あなたのことは好きよ私可愛い顔だしいじらしいし勇ましくて女に優しい男の子だしあなたが彼の代替だと知った時悲しかったのは本当泣かせたくないし痛くしたくないし戦いたくないし殺したくなかったのも少しだけ
This probably must look creepy as hell, by the way. Having Kang speaking in that voice.
でも今やっと私はあなたのことが憎くなりそう
Okay, she's doing her magic shenanigans now. Kain, or rather Rusauka, his puppet master, executed through sniffing bloodlust. It permitted in the air as like a volatile gas about to explode.
ザミエルが殺しただから
Yeah, okay.
生き物ちゃん
Now Ren will realize that's that's a big explosion in the theme park.
ねえレン君あなたは本当のカインがどんなものか 知らないでしょ。
Oh, so it's going to be Rusauka who tells us the story now?
リザ
Not Sakurai?
いないでしょ。
Okay. A bit of twist. The giant staggered forward, with a humongous lump of iron ready on his shoulder. He seems to be slowly trying to close the distance between us.
カインの戦い負けた者はその武器も力も奪われる。
He robs everyone he defeats of their weapons and powers. Yeah, he's basically taking their souls. Yeah, we know.
ベベルスブルグ・ロンギヌス。
Yeah.
ハイドリ秘境にしか許されない魂のレギオン。複製だけど、こいつ
Wait.
どうしてえげつない。
Oh, right. The Longinus, the weapon. Yeah, okay. Imitation. Yeah, okay.
だから
I remember.
あなたの力をちょうだい。メルクリウスの秘蔵品はこいつに食わせて
Okay.
私がもらう。
The sizeable lump of iron cane grip suddenly lit up in blinding purple lightning, casting humongous writhing shadow.
それじゃあ本番行こうかしら。
This is so weird with this voice.
バビロンの真似事じゃ勝てないし、ここからは自己流で行くからね。
Okay. My own style. The murderous intent from both the shadow and the purple lightning swept through the yard like a wave. I also see fighting 2 against 1 here. Sister Lisa died. She was no longer among us. I had no time to decide whether to celebrate or lament that fact. But one thing I knew for sure. Rusako was nowhere near as adept at controlling Kane as her. At the same time, however, she was the only one who could both bind the monster and use her own skills in battle at once. Yeah, now I didn't thought about this actually, but that's true. Like, Rusauka can use her power to basically stop Ren, right? She can just like use her third degree or even like second one to just like immobilize him or just like move him into the direction she wants to, and Kane will be like easy, like it will be easier for Kane to smack him basically. Yeah, that's like pretty good like cooperation combo here. The purple lightning cast countless shadows that she could bring under her control. A truly horrifying combination, to say the least. How do you know that her powers could control shadows? I didn't know that. I mean, her third degree is to control shadow, right? But I thought like it's like the shadow that's like under her, that's like spreading, and she have like AoE. But he's suggesting here that she can like control any shadow within like some range, I guess. So that's a new thing, I guess, that we discovered about Rusauka. Or I just like remember wrongly the previous road. I thought like it's just AoE that's like under Rusauka, it's like spreading her own shadow.
ままみな眠るさよなか。皆そこを離れることぞ嬉しけ。
Her singing voice echoed through the realm of light and shadows.
持てよ頭持て。何立て遊ぶぞ楽しけれ。詰める大気を震わせて。互いに高く呼び交わし。緑なす濡れ髪打ち振るう。乾かし遊ぶぞ楽しけれ。
Another shadow increase in dimensions surged up from the ground. Okay, is that new CG? Or that's the old one? I don't know. Rigging its bent neck, it opened its jaws and revealed countless jagged teeth. Hundreds of airborne-like shadows around Kane followed suit and rose up to the sky like necks of the frenzied Hydra. Okay, that's the old one. Yeah.
チェーテハンガリアナハツェラ。
Yep. Castle of Torture. A moment later, all her shadows launched into my direction.
これはまだできない。
That's right. I couldn't mimic the crazy tricks she and Wilhelm kept pulling in this place. I didn't even know how that stuff was supposed to work.
勝てないわよ。自力が違いすぎるということを。
And she's going to give us explanation again, right? I was very much aware of my inferiority compared to them. Also, this time he's like not prepared for anything against Rusauka because previously he fought against her second degree. He got to learn what her like irae actually is and like how her power like are related to like torture devices. And now she's just like instantly going to third degree against him. That's kind of overkill. But I wasn't planning to lie down and wait for the feeder.
マリ
How could I pull through this? Would she have the answer? I wish to save Kasumi, Humor, and Honjo. The explosion of lightning pierced me, and as my scorched frame danced down through the air towards the ground, countless shadows prepared to tear me to pieces. They'd swallow me. If I fell here, I'd be eaten alive. I didn't even have a second to waste. But I'd never find a way to escape in such a short period of time. I flipped upside down in the air and swung my guillotine in the patch of ground. The shadows were in such a hurry to gather it. And last time, that was the time when Sakurai threw the sword, because he was unable to basically defeat the monster that she created with the shadows and stuff, right? Like the shadows were like consuming him. Chasing the cold, tar shadows away, my actions secured me, but 30 quadratic centimeters of space. However, that was enough for me to kick off into and fold into the sky again. Risaka wasn't particularly skilled at controlling Kane. Had I been up against Sister Lisa, she would very likely hit me with lightning before I could even make my jump. This time, however, only shadows came to pursue me. Maybe she couldn't launch multiple lightning blasts in quick succession. I had to figure out how to use this to my advantage. I kicked off the school wall, landing on the roof and connecting corridor. On the roof of the connecting corridor. As I did, the speed of the shadows pursuing me slowed down a bit. Okay, so he's like outside of range, or like barely in her range now. Just as I thought.
いいわよレン君。私はあなたみたいに里い
Maybe he have more chance now because he's not like in close proximity to Rusauka. I didn't thought about this actually. I mean, maybe not defeating Rusauka because he need to get close to Rusauka in order to defeat her, right? He cannot just throw his guillotine. But he can defeat Kane in this case. At least Kane. I could hear a twisted grin in her voice. The lightning from Kane's weapon was currently the strongest source of light in the yard. And so, if I secure the upper ground, the shadows pursuing me would have no choice but to grow dimmer. Simple moonlight couldn't compare to the luminosity of that glow. However,
そんなあなたに一ついいことを
okay.
教えてあげる。私の影に触れたらダメよ。触れたらそこでおしまいよ。
Her voice rang with confidence, as if mocking the futility of my efforts, saying that I couldn't escape no matter how hard I struggled.
よっしゃ
The next moment, Kane launched into the sky. He covered up to the 10 meters in a single jump, reaching above the 4th floor of the school. This moment, he swung his humongous lump of iron in midair, filling the sky with purple lightning. Extending through the skies like the web of a spider, Kane lightning cast countless shadows upon the ground, including ones that reached beyond my back. So she can like literally manipulating any shadow within some area. I was not aware of that. I literally thought that it's only her own shadow that like have like souls that she consumed, right? That's why she can like create this big monster out of this. And it's like spreading from like, you know, from under her. But she can like literally this like AoE and she can like, yeah, I will move this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. That's more overpowered than I thought. I kicked off the roof, the connecting corridor, and launched Kane, hoping to climb his head right there and then. Right then and there. Unfortunately, I simply crashed into his lump of iron and was sent spinning towards the ground from the impact, like the down airplane. He wasn't as fast or strong as before, but with a proper footing in the air, there was simply no way for me to follow up a parried attack. I crashed through the window, and then through the consecutive wall into what seems to be like a classroom. The pain from the impact momentarily robbed me of my ability to breathe. I felt dizziness, like it's hold me on, followed by the violent sensation of nausea. I still had no time to waste. The shadows pursuing me would soon be here. It was a bad idea to stay in confined area for long. Okay, maybe not all shadows, okay? Yeah. So, I'm confused how exactly her, like, power works. Maybe I'm trying to be, like, you know, too much specific, maybe. She can control, apparently, like, a lot of shadows, but it's not, like, her shadow, per se. But in the classroom, there's, like, shadow everywhere. It's not outside. So she should be able to just like kill him here, just easy. Maybe... I don't know. It's weird. Because if that would be like Kane launched attack and Rusauka shadows attacked Ren, then I would understand this as it's like the shadows from like under Rusauka that's like spreading, and she have like really long range with this, and she tried to grab him with them. But from what I read here, is that Kane attacked, he created shadows, and she manipulated these shadows. So she can literally manipulate any shadow. So why are you not manipulating the shadow in the classroom to just take out Ren right now? You know, you see what I mean? How does your power work exactly? I need more space. Hell, fighting in the athletics field, for example, would have been legit more convenient than the crumbled old inner yard. With nothing to block their path, the shadows could likely extend further there, but with less thing to cast them, they would also significantly decrease in number. You are in the classroom! This is building, there's no light from moon or anything. You're literally in the darkness. Your biggest problem are like shadows outside? Ken was now much slower than before, and the Rusauka shadows weren't that hard to dodge. I could probably bet on my speed and carry me through this fight. I just wished Wilhelm God of Creation Figment didn't hamper me in everything I did. Ah, wait.
あいつはどこに
Yeah, like, what is Bei doing? Now you realize, huh? Like, huh. I couldn't imagine him taking a backseat and just observing the fight. Was he still chasing Honjo around the campus? That didn't seem very likely. After being lost in thought a few seconds, I suddenly realized I was actually in my own classroom. Apparently I ended up in the same place I started it. Oh, so he will witness the fight, probably between Sakurai and Wilhelm. And you know what? I think I will stop here, and we'll see this in the next episode, because it's almost an hour. And yeah, I think like he will witness the fight between Sakurai and Bei right now, so I will just save here and we'll see this in the next episode. We ended up in the same place as we started this episode. I mean, maybe not this episode, but it was very close. So we can end this with this as well. So yeah, anyway, thank you for joining for this episode. Yeah, that was very good. I really liked that we have like some new insight of Rusauka powers. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like this is like contradicting itself, but maybe I just think too much about her powers. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for joining. This is definitely different. This is like totally different from what we saw last time. I think Bei may die actually. I think like both of them may die actually this time. Actually, I don't know if Rusauka can. Maybe only Bei. Because there is no one who can like literally defeat Rusauka at this point. There's like no one. Like Rusauka is the same as Wilhelm. She's like immune to firepower, like just guns and stuff. So it's not like Honjo can just like shoot her or something. So yeah. Anyway, that will be it. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. So leave up a like if you like the episode, dislike if you dislike it, subscribe if you're not subscribed, check my Discord. You can also become a member if you want to support me, to join some vote pools that are secretly made, and some like early episodes of this era as well. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining, thank you for supporting me, and I will see you in the next episodes. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.